Hi guys, my name is Gerald from Trading Waves. Welcome to today's short video. We focus today on Audi US dollar, on a short-term view on Australian dollar, US dollar, and we'll be looking at what could possibly happen next on Audi US dollar. Right, so in line with the view on your screen, which is on the 1 hourly currently, down from the peak of wave 2 in the red degree, we propose that this is wave 1 in purple, 2 in purple, 3 in purple, 4 and 5 in purple, within wave 1 in green of wave 3 in red, right? Then after that, when we had W, which is made up of 3 waves here, and then X, also made up of 3 waves there, and then we then had Y, which was also 3 waves. We were convinced that 2 in green has completed, right? And we were ready. We loaded our guns, got ready and aimed, and we were ready to take this trade to the downside, right? But we didn't. Why did we not take the trade to the downside? It was what followed after that happened. Remember, we thought 2 in green is done here. What would we expect to see after 2 in green is completed? Right? So what we expect to see wave 3 in green is something similar to what we see here, something there and over there. Without necessarily mentioning what it is, we would expect to see some rapid acceleration to the downside. But what we had instead was 3-wave move to the downside. What does that mean? It simply means we may have another 3 waves to the upside, in addition to the 7 swings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 8th swing. Then this is 9, 10, 11 within 2, right? So what does this mean? This means that when doing analysis in the market on any instrument, you should always look for confirmations before you enter a trade. And remember, we called 2 completed here. And what we were looking at was 1, 2, 3 waves. That's enough to call 2 completed, right? In addition to that, if you do fib retracements and you pull your fib tool from the start of 1 to the end of 1 in green, you will see that you have reached, if that's 2, you've already reached a 61.8 retracement, which is very typical of a wave 2. Right? And to call a wave 2 completed here would not be too premature. Although wave 2 typically sometimes goes all the way to 99.99%. But if you call wave 2 right, something happened there. I'm not sure what it is. But I was saying that calling a wave 2 completed there wouldn't be wrong, because we have equal legs within W and Y of 2. We also have a 61.8 retracement within 1. So it would not be too premature to call a wave 2. But the question is, when do you enter? If you believe wave 2 is done there, when do you enter? Right? And then that speaks now to what happens after wave 2. If you blindly just jump in and say, well, the 61.8 retracement level has been reached and the equal leg within wave 2, that's between W and Y of 2, has been reached, I'm closing my eyes and I'm going with 10 lots, right? And then you look at the trade, let's say a couple of trading sessions later, and you are down. There's a drawdown on your account, right? Because you should always, even though you are convinced that this is the situation, that 2 is done there, you should always look for confirmations before you enter short. This is especially important for entries, because what's happened here can always happen, but you get 3 waves. Right, and now this speaks to analysis, of analyzing a chart accurately, where you open your mind to possibilities. Now, only after the 11th swing, wave Z has completed, do we not expect. Now, this speaks to how to analyze a chart properly, and only when wave Z has completed do we not expect any further upside. And as long as Z happens below the invalidation level, then we will be expecting a move to the downside. And even after Z has completed, we still look for something. We still look for a confirmation before we enter. We know Z is the last swing to the upside, but we don't just enter because Z has completed, but we look for a confirmation. And if one is interested in knowing all about these, you can visit our website here, take advantage of our course. The next course will be sometime during the course of the next year. The last one, we are currently busy with the last one for this year. So if one is interested in knowing how to accurately analyze a chart, how to open, to train their mind and eye to open to a number of possibilities within a market, you can then take advantage of our course and become part of a family. So I hope you enjoy watching this video, and we'll be looking forward to welcoming you on board. Cheers.